Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 5.
We're tracking more rounds of rain through the entire area during the evening hours and the first part of your Saturday. I'll have the latest forecast for you.
Coming up, we'll tell you about two separate thefts off of West 4th Street in Lexington that police say could be linked.
High levels of radon are detected at a Lexington school. We'll tell you what officials are doing about it.
WKYT News at 5 starts now.
Good evening. Don't put up the umbrella and rain jackets just yet.
No, this rainy weather sticking around a little bit longer, but we have a break on the way, and to tell us all about that, here's our meteorologist, Jim Caldwell. Jim?
Yeah, finally a break. We've been waiting several days for this, but it gets in here on Saturday afternoon and into your Sunday. Sunday looks like a completely dry day for you. Right now on Defender, nothing dry about it here in Lexington. Now, we do have some drier parts of the region. You go down to southern and eastern Kentucky, catching a break from some of this rain, but it won't last long because the next wave is just out to our west, and it's going to march all the way across Kentucky during the evening hours and especially overnight tonight. Let's give you a bit of a radar tour, see who's seeing some of the activity here in Fayette County. Naturally seeing some of those pockets of moderate showers. You go down into Jessamine County, just north of Nicholasville right now. Got a little spot of it right there as well of some of the moderate shower activity. We go toward Nicholas County and right around Paris and right over Paris at this moment with Defender. We are tracking some of that heavier rainfall coming right over the city, and then we move a little more toward the east and you see those pockets become a little more hit and miss as far as some of the heavier stuff is concerned. We'll see more of it though, unfortunately, as we progress into the overnight hours, and I will track all of it for you coming up in just a few minutes.
Thieves looking to make a quick buck stole from a Lexington apartment complex.
This morning, maintenance crews at apartments on 4th Street near Transylvania University discovered parts had been stolen from several air conditioning units. And it's not the first theft in the area recently. WKYT's Mike Linden is tracking the investigation in our top story at 5.
An investigation is underway for what police say is a case of felony theft behind the West 4th Street apartments in Lexington after two air conditioning units were broken into. Just after 8 o'clock this morning, maintenance crews discovered two air conditioning units had been broken into behind the West 4th Street apartments on West 4th Street in Lexington. The apartment complex is right across the street from Transylvania University residence halls. Just behind the apartment complex on Bourbon Avenue, 3 batteries to construction equipment were stolen earlier in the week. Campus police say the two separate thefts are most likely related. Damage to both the air conditioning units and to the construction equipment is approximately $6,500. A
lot of your criminals are looking at selling aluminum, copper wire, these types of things, and it's they do more damage than they actually do get in reference to monetary value.
Chief Moravchik tells me that the value of what was stolen from the two air conditioning units as well as from the construction site is equal to about $100. In Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
Police say construction equipment batteries will be easy to replace, but the air conditioning units were destroyed. Frightening moments when a school bus clipped a utility pole this afternoon. The crash knocked down the pole at 3rd and Water Streets in Richmond. A spokesperson for Madison County Schools tells us that 31 children, the driver and the aide, were on the bus, but none of them were hurt. Police and fire came and checked everything out, but before sending the bus on its way.
A Lexington school is dealing with a dangerous problem. A year-long screening uncovered high radon levels inside the Locust Trace Agri-Science Center on Leestown Road. Radon is a cancer-causing radioactive gas. WKYT's Sam Smith talked to school officials to find out what's being done to protect students.
School leaders say they're looking out for the safety of their staff, faculty, and students. The Locust Trace Agri-Science Center is supposed to be a green facility. School officials wanted the building to be officially named a green school. That process began more than a year ago, and it involved testing for radon, a gas that can cause lung cancer if a person is exposed to it for several years. High levels of radon were found. School leaders have spent the last several months reducing those levels while school remained in session. Officials say there's no need to panic. They will go into the school during the winter break to remove the rest of the radon. That will cost about $50,000 to install a mitigation system. The school board will have to sign off on the work.
We just want to be sure that we are being extra cautious and taking care of the issue now and seeing that for the long term that we have a healthy building.
The school board is expected to vote on fixing this problem at their meeting on December 15th. In Lexington, Sam Smith, WKYT.
Once the mitigation system is involved, officials will monitor radon levels for the next 90 days.
We're tracking the search for what caused a fire that destroyed a building that's more than 200 years old. Our county-by-county coverage begins in Jessamine County. Police and firefighters went back to the scene at First and Walnut in Nicholasville this morning to investigate. Investigators couldn't go too far into the building because of the damage. They say the fire is suspicious.
We have eyewitnesses that have video, and we saw some imagery, and the fire was just really fast moving and fast developing, and due to fire behavior that's in the middle of the day, it's kind of unlikely.
The building, which you can see is partially a logged frame, it's that old, is split into apartments. We're told that several tenants had recently been evicted. In Scott County, police have made an arrest less than a week after 2 gas station robberies. Georgetown police say that 44-year-old Greg Hilliard robbed both the Shell station on East Main and on Mary Lynn Drive last weekend. Police tell us they tracked Hilliard down because a witness at one of the robberies got a good description of his getaway car, including a partial license plate number.
It's the first day of the state high school football championships in Bowling Green. Pulaski County is playing Graves County for the 5A title tonight. Earlier today, the school had a send-off for the players. WKYT's Phil Pendleton was there for the pep rally.
It's a quest that the Pulaski County high school football team set out to accomplish last year, but they just fell short. This year, their community, their school, teachers, and everyone else came out to show that they're behind them 100% in hopes of bringing home the school's first ever state championship in high school football. Hundreds of students filled the stands in the gym as the cheerleaders and the pep band worked to get them fired up for the big game in Bowling Green. Pulaski County plays Graves County at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Players and coaches say that it's been an exciting week for their community and their school. But they say right now they're just anxious to end all the hype and to put all of their hard work preparing for the game on the field.
It's a great sports community, always has been, and they love their football, and I think Maroon Nation will show up in Bowling Green tonight in great numbers. They'll brave the rain.
And 2 charter buses loaded with the team pulled out of here just after noon. Another bus with students, a pep bus, left about 2 o'clock. Coming up at 6 o'clock, what players say is their biggest motivating factor for tonight's game. For now in Pulaski County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Pulaski County did have school today, with administrators saying the 7 o'clock start time is enough time for fans to get to Bowling Green. Also earlier today, Belfry from Pike County beat Louisville Central to win the Class 3A championship. Well, it's a top 10 matchup tonight at Rupp Arena.
Should be a really good game against 2 top teams. The Cats facing the Texas Longhorns. Sure to be an exciting game. And Mr. Excitement himself, Rob Bromley, live near Rupp Arena with a preview at Wildcat Central. Hey, Rob, how you doing?
Sam, big game tonight here in Rupp Arena, and the fans are now showing up in droves for this one, almost 2 hours still away. And yes, there are some Texas fans. That burnt orange, very easy to pick out. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock, and just like Kentucky, the Longhorns come in here tonight undefeated. The Cats' big men should get a test from the Horns tonight. Up front, Texas is long and experienced. John Calipari wants his team to come out and answer the challenge.
Nothing would be better for us than having a team like Texas come in here and hit us right in the mouth. We need to know when a team comes in and scores their first 8 times, 10 times down the floor, making tough shots, and we're missing open shots. How do we respond? Are we still tough? Are we still having fun? Are we still playing together? Those kind of stuff, those things are out in front of us yet.
It is all part of the SEC Big 12 Challenge. Kentucky and Texas. It is tipping off at 7 o'clock tonight. The game is on ESPN. Come down and see us here at Wildcat Central. You can get a free collectible for tonight's game at the Kentucky branded store, which is right next door. I'll be back a little before 6 o'clock with sports, and John Calipari talks about the tough job that Andrew Harrison has to do. He's really expecting him to do a lot. For now, that's it from here at Wildcat Central. Back to you.
Thank you, Rob. We appreciate that. The Cats playing again on Sunday. Quick turnaround when Eastern Kentucky University comes to Rupp Arena.
President Barack Obama announced his choice for the nation's new defense secretary today. The president nominated Ashton Carter to lead the Pentagon. Carter served as deputy defense secretary from 2011 to 2013. Before that, he was the Pentagon's technology and weapons buying chief.
He knows the Department of Defense inside and out, all of which means that on day one he's going to hit the ground running.
Carter wasn't the only person considered to replace Chuck Hagel. Several candidates withdrew their names.
Rolling Stone magazine has apologized for a story it published last month describing a gang rape at University of Virginia fraternity house. The magazine says there now appears to be discrepancies in the victim's story and their trust in her was misplaced. UVA officials suspended all campus fraternal organizations until next semester because of the allegations. The New York Police Department is preparing for more protests over a grand jury's decision not to charge a white police officer in the death of an unarmed black suspect. Police have been patrolling Union Square, where protesters plan to gather later today. NYPD officials say they hear the angry crowd's message.
We're trying to improve the way our officers interact and approach people, and if they have to engage in force, making sure that they have better skills.
There were at least 200 arrests during yesterday's protests in New York City.
The first test flight of NASA's newest spaceship went off without a hitch. The Orion streaked into deep space, then came back home exactly as planned. As Craig Boswell shows us, it's the first step in a program that could eventually bring humans to Mars.
The Orion capsule made a bullseye landing off the coast of Baja California. Bright airbags keeping it upright and afloat while recovery crews rushed to the site.
We have splashdown. Orion is back on Earth.
The module landed 4.5 hours after a trouble-free blastoff from the Kennedy Space Center.
The dawn of Orion and a new era of American space exploration.
Thousands of spectators gathered to watch the launch. And 3 hours after liftoff, the Orion reached its peak altitude, 3,600 miles above Earth. It flew farther and faster than any spaceship since the Apollo moon missions more than 40 years ago.
So we've kind of now finally done something for the first time for our generation.
NASA called the mission Day 1 of the Mars era because the Orion is designed to eventually bring astronauts to the Red Planet, but this first test flight had no one on board. The voyage gave mission teams a chance to test the systems, everything from the GPS to the giant heat shield. A mission to Mars is still years away. The first manned flight isn't expected for another 7 years. But as giant parachutes guided the capsule to a gentle splashdown, celebrations erupted at Mission Control. NASA called Orion's maiden voyage from start to finish picture perfect. Craig Boswell, CBS News, at the Kennedy Space Center.
Mission managers have thousands of pieces of data from the test flight that they'll be analyzing to learn exactly how the systems worked during the Orion's voyage.
Some Lexington students receiving an up-close and personal view of history today. The National Great Blacks in Wax Museum brought several wax figures to Leestown Middle. They included Jackie Robinson, Jesse Owens, and Sojourner Truth. And these figures are part of a traveling exhibit which makes stops around the country.
What we like to stress is all of the ways that we as a diverse people have contributed to what this world is and our responsibility for always trying to make it better.
Organizers say the children ask about Mary McLeod Bethune the most. The educator and civil rights leader opened a private school for African American students that later became Bethune-Cookman University.